The Essentia Health Foundation is partnering with Ronald McDonald House Charities Upper Midwest to bring a Ronald McDonald House to the Twin Ports and Northland for the first time ever.
Our daughter was diagnosed with cancer when she was 6 months old.
It just turns your whole world upside down, and you just, instead of thinking, when is she going to walk, when is she going to talk, you kind of think, what's going to happen to her?
They still were very small for their age and had to go to the neonatal intensive care for monitoring and some assistance with breathing.
We discovered partway through my pregnancy with Vidar that he had what's called a coarctation, so a little narrowing of the aorta. You never know when life is going to plunge you into a situation that you couldn't even imagine and that you don't want to be in.
The Ronald McDonald House is called a house and not a hotel because it does become these people's homes. It's a place for them to recharge, a place for them to have respite.
So you just walk in and you don't have to think. You can just be.
It's like free, and you can just stay there and be close to your child or your loved one in the hospital.
Having a child that's sick, everything else goes out the window. So knowing that you have a place to stay and those warm meals, that's really critical.
These families are going through the unimaginable. And so their kids are there for a long period of time. When parents can be close to their kids, they do have better outcomes.
To be in the same building, the same room, or just down the hall from your child at that time in your life, it's all that matters.
Our community can come together to make a difference for these families when they're not really thinking about where they're going to get their next meal, where they're going to stay, oftentimes traveling hours away from home to come to ensure that their child gets the best care possible.
When there is that possibility of creating something that just eases it even just a tiny bit, the immenseness of the difference that makes is incalculable. I mean, it really is a lifesaver.
It was really, I think, kind of comforting to feel like somebody was taking care of us in the middle of that.
And when your child is seriously ill and injured, the most priceless thing is your time with them.
The number of volunteers that come into a Ronald McDonald House and the people that come in to cook the meals and support the families that are there really build the underlying fabric of a community together.
That was actually the first home-cooked meal I'd had, like a dinner since the girls were born, and so that was pretty special.
There's going to be families that are served for years and years here at Essentia through the Ronald McDonald House. So this is really not only about the present, but it's about future families.
We really rely on the public and the generosity of the public to help take care of our families.
It's one of those things you don't realize how important it is until you need it.
And giving a gift that you know will continue and be built upon.
Just so important to see how the mission has grown, how it's expanded, and really, really excited that we'll be part of that here in Duluth.